Why is click-through rate so important on Amazon, and how do you specifically optimize your main image in the Amazon fashion field? So what exactly is click-through rate? So if you don't know, click-through rate is the number of times uh, your listing shows up impression-wise versus the amount of time it is clicked following after. Now, why is this so important on Amazon? Click-through rate directly results in increased sales and traffic on your Amazon listing because it starts from impressions. Impressions is the number of times your listing is shown to a customer. This is through PPC or organic ranking. And then that leads to click-through rate. So click-through rate is the number of times that a customer will click on your listing versus the competitor. And that obviously leads to more sales and stuff like that. Now, what is click-through rate specifically for Amazon clothing and fashion? Specifically for this niche, it is very hard to differentiate because most of it is based off design and color and this sort of stuff. Versus if we go to a different category, like we can go to pre-workout. We search pre-workout. You see here, there'll be various designs. Everyone will have their own branding. This one says 100% naturally sweetened and flavored. This one includes watermelons, this and that. So in other niches, it's quite easy to really differentiate based on what your product offers. But for clothing, it can be quite difficult. For example, if we search just men's t-shirts, it's hard to really differentiate just based off of your design and variation because it's just t-shirts, right? It can be different colors, different bundles and stuff like that. But there really isn't very unique things that make a customer want to buy your product versus the other. Most of it is just based off of preference. And preference is the biggest thing for clothing and fashion on Amazon. So exactly what do we do to stand out in this sort of field? Now, the first thing what we want to do is identify which field under your product falls under for Amazon. So there's two types of photos that you can have for clothing and fashion on Amazon. The first is a model shot. So a model shot is for items customers would physically try on in person before they purchase in store, for example. And this is based off of size, color, and fit. So what would fall under this? Stuff like this, a sweater. People will try on a sweater in person. You can try on cardigan. So these are images where a model is showcasing the product exactly what it is. It's a lifestyle image, right? Customers want to see exactly how it would look based off of someone else wearing the product. And because they cannot physically try on the actual clothing item. So this image is perfect for something that a customer will have to try on in person. Just think of it in that field. If a customer will try it on in person, you want to have a lifestyle image like this to showcase them that sort of comparison of exactly what the product is and how it would feel on them. Now, the second image is what we like to call a stock image. And a stock image is used for more basic products, bundles, or packs. So these are things you wouldn't really try on in person at a Walmart or just at a mall. You would just buy it, and it doesn't really matter too much of the exact fit. So what would fall under this? Boxes are a perfect example, right? You don't try on boxes in retail in person, really, right? You're going to buy packs of boxers like this, where a model is not needed to showcase them wearing the product. It's just the product itself in bundles, packs, and stuff like this. The boxes are a great thing. Obviously, socks. Socks, you wouldn't include a model really wearing the product. You would include stock images of showing how much is in it and this sort of stuff. Another one could be like t-shirts. While some people have t-shirts where models showcase it, most of it will be like in packs like this, where it just shows how many is in this one. Like this one has a 5-pack, this one's a 6-pack, and this like that. So the first step is identifying exactly what sort of image you want your product to have on Amazon based off of the consumer you're trying to sell to. Now I want to go over exactly how you can differentiate your main image versus the competition for Amazon fashion. So like I said, Amazon fashion can be quite difficult to differentiate based just off of design because it's most based off preference. But there's a few ways you can try implementing into your main images to help you stand out. The first one is to highlight any unique feature you may have. So there's little subtle differences that most people don't notice, but for this niche specifically, this is stuff you have to optimize properly. So if we look at pullover sweaters itself, we have a lot of different pullover sweaters here. And this image did a great job of actually showcasing why they're a little bit different. Now, what do I mean by that? So if you have a look, they have a zipper, but they showcase exactly how low the zipper goes. And you might not think that this is a big difference, but this is a little subtle difference that showcases the difference in the CTR for our main image versus if it was just up to here. And this showcases to a specific audience exactly who this appeals to. It's for the one that customers that want to showcase the zipper down, versus the other ones will just be like this one is a little bit high, right? This one is low, but they could have also showcased that it goes even lower because customer wants to see that sort of stuff, or they don't even notice it. So this one is very open. It showcases how low it goes, and it creates a very specific niche audience for your consumers on Amazon. So this is a great way how you can differentiate your product, even just a little amount. Another thing you can try doing is try to split test which color or model you should use for the image using something like PickFu. So obviously in clothing fashion field, we have a lot of different variations and colors. So the thing is, which one should we decide to use as our main image, right? Because especially even for like something like this, everyone's showcasing their own color and stuff like that. So what we can do is we can just go on PickFu. If you don't know, PickFu allows you to showcase two different options and an audience will pick exactly which is better for you. So you can create your own PickFu poll. So you can include whatever variation of a model wearing the item or whichever color you want, and they'll determine based on results exactly which one they think is the best for you to launch. And you can just always split test. So by that, what I mean is you can always use different images and see which one gets the best results for click-through rate. It's Amazon's always a thing where you always want to continuously optimize. So trying to figure out which color or model photo works the best is just a game of pick and choosing and just trying out every single thing. Another way to improve your click-through rate for your clothing listing is relying on things other than the main image itself. So exactly what I mean by this is stuff like reviews, coupons, and pricing. Because clothing on Amazon is a niche where there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of variations, it's very hard to stand out. So these are things that even customers take into account into clicking into your image. So for example, like this brand, they have over 3,000 reviews and you can see they have a limited time deal. So it creates urgency, right? List price 60, but they're selling at 30. So this will also play a role in increasing your click-through rate. Even like this other brand, they're doing the exact same thing. So if you have a lot of reviews and you're offering coupons and discounts and a lot of variations, this can play a big role in just also increasing your click-through rate. Another way you can improve your click-through rate on Amazon is offering unique designs that stand out for your audience and you create your own niche audience. So currently on Amazon, there's an influx of a lot of foreign sellers, Chinese sellers just relisting their own products. And especially in the fashion category, it's very convoluted. There's a lot of competition and such. So what you want to do is you want to create a brand. You want to create products that are unique that other people are not selling. And the great thing about unique designs, especially for fashion and clothing, is you can charge whatever you want because it's not a price war then. Customers will buy your product because your design is unique and they want to wear that item itself. So exactly what do I mean by this? So I'll show you an example of a great listing. So this is women's cardigans. If we search cardigans, if you see here, there's a lot of different designs, but there's really no uniqueness. It's just based off of preference and you don't have a really unique niche audience. But if we go down a little bit, we have this listing right here. Now look at how different their designs are compared to the basic ones everyone else is selling. They created their own unique niche audience, right? So if we click it, these are their premium products. No one else is selling these. You can't replicate this sort of stuff. And they have all these different designs and stuff like that. And also they're charging premium price. They're selling $37. Other people are selling 20. And it doesn't matter because it's unique. They're getting about 52,000 just off of this one product because it created a unique audience. It has a unique design and people will pay whatever price as long as they feel like they want to buy it and wear it. So in the current state of Amazon nowadays, you want to always create new designs that are different from everyone else because there's a lot of Chinese sellers and people just coming into the market. So you want to stand out. Don't make it a price war. Offer unique designs and variations. Show that in your main image, and that will play a big role in just increasing your CTR rate and also getting more sales. One last tip I want to go over exactly how you can increase your sales based off your images is adding unique elements based off of the season that we're in. So for example, we have this image here, right? Now, what I'm about to show you, we can't do this for the main image because it goes against Amazon's terms and guidelines and they might flag your listing. So you can try it out, but don't try it out. But what I say is you can add these images to your second images. So exactly what I mean by that. So for that, imagine if it's fall season's appearing and fall is just around the corner. People are coming on Amazon. They want to buy clothing for fall, sweaters and stuff like that. So what you can do is simply add fall elements to this. So right now we're using Canva, but you can use more professional ways. And you can just add these fall elements into the background. And this differentiates your product versus the other. It creates a very niche feeling, like this is for the fall, this is for autumn, stuff is just going around. So you can try adding this around in your A plus content or your secondary images, and this will create a very niche audience for you just for that fall. And also when winter comes around, you can add snow elements in the background. For spring, you can add little rainy backgrounds in your A plus content and everything. For clothing, you always want to optimize. You always want to optimize your listings for that specific season. And that would play a big role in just creating a unique audience versus the competition. Because then a customer can go into your listing and see all the fall elements. They know it's fall, and they can feel that sort of expression in your images. So that's also a great point. So hopefully this video showcased exactly all the benefits of having a good click-through rate and how you can optimize your clothing brand listing with proper images and variations and what sorts not. We'll catch you next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video.